As different ways to consume media have become more widespread and diverse, the effect it has had on body image of women our age has only gotten larger because of the greater influence that media has played. In this video, we will discuss how media has played a prominent role in female body image trends throughout the different eras of the late 20th and early 21st century. Moreover, we researched how media and certain body portrayals have influenced those who have grown up surrounded by this media. To do this, we interviewed various students within our age demographic at SLU to see their thoughts regarding body image presented in the media growing up in the 21st century. Within the past century, each era has been characterized by beauty standards in one way or another. For example, there was the hourglass figure during the golden age of Hollywood, the slim, straight frame of the 60s and 70s, the athletic and toned physique into the 80s, and the notoriously deemed heroin chic look of the 90s.
More recently, however, American society has arguably seen a shift toward a growing emphasis on body positivity, diversity, and inclusivity.
Yeah, so nowadays I would say there's quite a variety of body trends, and there's also more of a movement for like body positivity and body neutrality, where people just like embrace their body as it is and like for what it can do.
In response to this shift, there has been a growing representation of diverse body types in media and advertising, with brands such as Aerie and Dove aiming to promote more inclusive and diverse body standards. This shift has no doubt been fueled by social media and the internet, which have given a platform to body positive and diversity-focused movements and influencers.
You just see like more models used rather than just like stick thin. Like I'm thinking specifically of Old Navy. They have like, you can like switch the model to like different sizes and see like how particular clothing items would look on you.
While this is the result of a general societal shift toward greater diversity in the media, it is also due to more platforms and opportunities beyond the media of previous decades like film, TV, and print. Thanks to social media, not only are individuals exposed to celebrities and movie stars, but regular people. Although women in the 1950s, for example, had a much more narrow representation of beauty in the media, there was less comparison, in a sense, in terms of the quantity of individuals they had exposure to. Therefore, our expanded forms of media come with both positive and negative effects as to how individuals feel about themselves.
So definitely TikTok and Instagram, I think, would be the two biggest platforms for seeing body images right now. I feel like in like film and media, you can kind of think of it as separate because it's like they're celebrities, they're actors, they don't seem like real people. But when you're looking at like your friends or your acquaintances, it's easier to look at them and be like, shoot, like why don't I look that way? Or like you kind of judge people's bodies more when you know that they're real people.
Jamie Nobles from the University of Southern Mississippi did a study on the historical analysis of women's body image depicted in popular magazines and found that 84% of the surveyed participants believed the images to be an unrealistic representation of women. In addition to this, there has been a growing focus on promoting healthy lifestyles rather than achieving a particular body type, with many fitness brands emphasizing the importance of body positivity and self-care. The rise of social media has no doubt had an impact on this as well. Many now look to social media influencers and bloggers for inspiration. However, this also has its downsides at times and serves as a double standard. We found that while there is a general perspective toward inclusivity now, the pressure to look a certain way still remains to be an extent and a lingering comparison.
I would say I am affected by what I see on social media, probably in good and bad ways, because you do see like beautiful people who are presenting the best version of themselves online, and then you also see people talking about how you should embrace your body, and it doesn't matter how you look, it doesn't matter how much you exercise or like what you eat, so you get a mix of both, I'd say.
Comparison is something that all generations have dealt with, but over time and with more media sources, the temptations of self-comparison, whether subconscious or not, have taken hold in a growing amount of ways. In the same article, Noble noted that the way media portrays idealized images detrimentally affects the body image of young women. They state that even though it has been proven that these images of underweight and thin women are harmful to their body image, magazines and other forms of media continue to project these thin ideals.
I would say I'm always affected by body trend. Media played a role because I grew up watching Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, and they all had a certain way they presented the girls in the TV show, and they were like what I guess America would say is generally attractive. And I didn't fit that. So I either wasn't tall enough or I was a little bigger. Like I didn't fit in necessarily, and I didn't know where I had a place because of body images, I guess, growing up and even till this day.
We've seen some of the effects of media on personal body image, but where are we heading as the media continues to grow and get more widespread? While it appears we are heading in the direction of a more inclusive path that emphasizes all body types, we wonder if more body trends will subconsciously continue to prevail. With the continual expansion and different platforms and media, it seems that there will be an overarching embrace your body and body positivity movement, yet there will always be some underlying issues of self-comparison and self-worth that stem from the media.